Learn JavaScript from beginner to advanced. Today we will discuss about Foreach in JavaScript array with examples. In the last episode we discussed about for loop. Now in this episode we will discuss about Foreach. This loop help us to iterate through an array. Basic syntax for this for each is the name of array dot for each, and inside we have a function. Retain these informations, array dot for each, and inside function, array dot for each and function. Okay, this for each, inside for each we have a function, and this function have three elements. The first element is mandatory, it's the current element, and we have two more elements that are optional. Let's see. We have, this is syntax, we have array dot for each, and inside we have a function with three elements. The first element is mandatory, and this is the current element being processed, and the second and third are optional. We have index of current element and array, all array, this. Okay, let's put this in a comment. Maybe along this video we will use, I don't know if I use this, but it's okay if I let this for helping us. Okay, we have an array, let's students, and we want to iterate using for each loop, for each method, through the elements of this array. Okay, let's analyze the syntax. Now this is the syntax. We have array dot for each. In our case, array is a students. Okay, we put students, after it's dot, the method for each, and inside have a callback if you want. Inside this round brackets we put a function. Now let's write function, array dot for each and function inside. This is the for each, retain in this way, array dot for each and function, because that is a for each in JavaScript. Okay, let's write the function. I delete this. I will create a function with one single parameter, one arrow function. For arrow function you use this arrow, no? I say about one single parameters. I will name this parameter current element. Current element arrow function, and we need a statement, curly brackets. Now this is the syntax for a function, and inside this function we put a console.log and put here some code, current element. Okay, let's analyze. We have student, our array dot for each, and inside of for each we have a function. This is the function, current element of an arrow function, current element, and after this we display current element. In first iteration, you will see in first iteration appear Alice because will be executed first, after Bob and Charlie. Let's run, and we have Alice, Bob, Charlie. Now with this for each with one single parameter. Okay, but in this example I have two parameters or three parameters, okay, but are optional. No problem. Let's make a function with two parameters, and beside current element we will put the index. The same way, array, in our case students, that for each round brackets, and inside we have an arrow function because the syntax is simple, is array.foreach function, array.foreach function retain. Okay, we put the parameters. I say current element. Current element is the element that are iterated in that moment, and the second parameter is index. Let's put now the statement, and inside a console log we will use in this case an interpolate with backticks and dollars, because I don't want to I don't want to use the concatenation. If you want to write in a good way, in a syntactic sugar, you should use these backticks. Don't use the concatenation with plus, because are not syntactic sugar. You have a lot of problems. You don't you can't put one under one code after this break line. Okay, inside this console log we will put a text index, and this sign, this symbol that are borrowed from PHP, these dollars, and the variable is index, because this is a variable. Now we have a parameter, we have two variables. Okay, and we put after this variable 2 points, and after this we will pass the second parameters also with dollars borrow from PHP and current element. Sorry for my English, but I didn't study in high school and in elementary school. Let's run, and let's run to execute this code, and to see the output. Index 0 Alice, it's okay. Index 1 Bob, it's okay. Index 2 Charlie. In the array the index start from 0, 0, 1, 2. We have here two examples with students for each, one with a single parameter, and the second example with two parameters. Inside we have array.foreach and function, two arrow function. arrow function, it's okay to use if you want for simple duties, but if you want to reuse this function in other part of code, you should to have this approach. You should to define a reusable function. And let's see, now I put a comment here and I write how to write define a reusable function. If you analyze these lines of code, do you see I can't to use this line of code in other parts of my code. If I want to use this in other module, I can't, because I don't have this stored in a variable. The good way and a good approach is to use function that are stored in a variable, because you can to manipulate this variable wherever you want. Okay, define a reusable function. Let's create a function. Okay, function with name keyword function print student. We put for this function two parameters, current element and index. Current element, and the second parameter is index. My connection to internet is very slow, sorry for this. I write now and I see the output tomorrow. Unbelievable this. Okay, let's pass through this inconvenient, and inside we put a console log. Now you see the same console log, this with interpolate, and we have now just a function here. Now we have a function, but what we want about a for each? We want that a for each is just a function here. No, inside a for each is just a function. That function can be this function, and we'll see now how to use this function, this reusable function, if you want to use it in other part of our code. Okay, we create this function. We are here now. This is the function, and if we want to iterate, we need this part, students point for each, because we have function but we don't have the things who iterate this method for each. Okay, but how to do this? We have a function print student, no? Yes, and we can put inside. Okay, put inside print student, but before this, what is students for each. Let's put students our array, no? Point for each, or dot for each. Till now the syntax is like before, no? Like here, student.for each and function. We have a function. It's print student. Okay, we will pass it. Print student. student dot for each and function. Okay, let's run and appear this. We have now another approach. We will use for each, but inside we have just the name of function, and outer of for each we create a function. Okay, but if I want to use, I don't know, to put this function in a variable, to store this function in a variable, I can to make this, to do this. Let's see this approach. Okay, put the punctuation. We have this function print student. Okay, let's create here a comment. Store the function in a variable. It's okay, this title. Store the function in a variable. And the time passes and my letters doesn't appear. Oh yeah, it's okay. Store the function in a and variable. I didn't write. Maybe yes, maybe not. I write. Okay, good. I put the name of variable, name of function of print student. I use let and name of my function. Equal my function. I put this function. But before I write the keyword function, I paste my function, and I have here, I store the function in a variable. Variable is print student. I have here an anonymous function. Why is an anonymous? Because don't have a name. Function, and here there should be a name, but it isn't. We have just these two parameters. But my name of function is this, print students. Okay, we have now a variable who store an anonymous function. And how to use this? I think I can to use in the same way, no? Because the syntax of for each is array dot array student array dot method, in our case for each, and name of function. A function, no? Function is print student in my case. I run, unexpected identifier print student. Print student. Students for each. Two seconds. Students, it's okay. That for each, it's okay. print student. For each print stud. Maybe should put again my array. Let's try. Let's put again here the array. Maybe I don't know what happened. No, because I have let's student. Unexpected identifier students. Don't like the students, no problem. I take this and I put here for demonstration another name, no problem for me. I put students 2 and here console.log students 2. I put here to Foreach and I receive another error. That is okay because I receive another error. Uncaught syntax unexpected identifier print student. Maybe should to call this inside. Let's try again. No. Students. Print students. Students 2. Is wrong. Let's ask an expert. In our case, GPT. But it's not a good manner to ask GPT. Should to see where is the problem. Let's analyze again. We have an array students 2. I store print student. In print students I store a function, and after this I make a for each. What is wrong? I don't know what is wrong. Print students, okay, current element index, I open curly brackets. Let's put the variant from GPT. In GPT write that I don't put a curly brackets, but I put. Let's see. No, it's not a problem this. Students to Alice, Bob, Charlie. Print students function current element index. Print students. Maybe is a conflict with this. Let's cancel this. No. Okay, if I delete this, maybe it's okay. It's okay till I store the function in a variable. After I do this, my code doesn't work. Okay. I don't have students two, I have just student, and doesn't work. Okay, but if I write all and I let just the array with Ctrl X, working, Eureka, we have here, I don't know, with when you write a lot of function and use the same array, appear the conflicts. I don't identify the conflicts, but I delete all, sorry, and do you see you can store a function, you can store a function in a variable, and after this you can use for each and the name of this function. You can here you have an anonymous function, but you can use in the same way an arrow function. Let's see the arrow function, but I don't know if work, because we have to function. Let's see, with the same array maybe appear the conflicts. Yes, we have to print students, two variables. Here again students. Let's delete this and let's put here print students 1 when we use arrow function, and Eureka working. You can use in the same way an arrow function. Do you see here you have a variable and assign to this variable a function, an arrow function with two parameters, current element and index, and inside the statement you write what do you want. Here you have the same function. Thank you that you watching me. I will hope you succeed to learn about Foreach, and I'm waiting you in the next episode. All the best.